Hi, and welcome to Black Country Blitz PC Gaming. Right, here for our Sunday racing. Now, we are in RaceRoom this week, and I've chosen a circuit called Lausitzring. It is a German circuit between Czech Republic and Poland. Now, here in RaceRoom, I'm just about to set my car up. I've changed a few of the settings as I felt a few things needed changing. I needed to change the brake bias a bit. I can do this on inside the car, but chose to do it here. Now, the brakes for me always seem like they do stop you, but they always make you screech. So, just going to use this 10 minutes to get the car right. I've stuck with a McLaren 720S GT3 DTM, as this is a DTM circuit. I'm driving the full one. There is 35 other cars on the grid, so it's a full one. Now, if anybody's not familiar with RaceRoom, it is a 20-year-old sim. It came out in February 2013, so it's 20 years and so many days old, right? Now, if you watched last week's video, you're probably thinking, what the hell is he doing in a sim that is over 20, yeah, it is over 20 years by so many days. Yeah, but you know where I'm coming from. When I've got more modern ones, well, the reasons why I drive this sim now is when I first got into it, because this is a free game on Steam. You can download the game, they give you a few cars and a few tracks, so you experiment, you know, you can feel how it drives, yeah? When I did it, it did feel good, so I just left it on Steam and that was it. Never went back to it. Got a massive update on this screen. I was like, whatever. Let it download and then went back into the game. What of a shock did I get? Now, if you're a follower of the channel, that you know, I sit on a vibrating cushion with 4 transducers, Trackir VR. So, all them work with RaceRoom fantastically, and VR is really good as well. So that's a bonus. All the 3 things I own, but 4 with Trackir, all work with RaceRoom fantastically. But I always try to match the force feedback of my wheel to force from the vibrations underneath me, so they balance each other. Well, in the massive update that RaceRoom gives us for feedback, I know when I'm understeering, oversteering, and on a Fanatec wheel, you have some, let me have a look. It's called FE, and it looks like an eye. And it's like shakes, but not, it does shake the wheel, but you feel it, yeah? I'll crank it up to 100% when I'm doing F1. Feels fantastic. On here, it feels like the vibrations would be coming from the shaft. I think it's the shaft on a car. So the column, and then you got your steering wheel attached to it. It feels like the vibrations are coming from there. The immersion is fantastic. Plus, of course, when I brake, I feel it in the steering wheel, and it mimics the same kind of thing on the vibrating cushion, rumble strips. But it all comes from the wheel as well as the cushion. Again, on Fanatec version 3 pedals, we've got little motors on the brake and the accelerator. So vibrations all over, but nothing out of powering. I mean, like I've never used a butt kicker, but they say it rattles the whole, you know, your rig. This don't rattle my whole rig. These transducers just vibrate my arse cheeks. There's no other way of putting it. My hands and the soles of my feet, yeah? I could feel that little bit of vibration all together, and it's fantastic. And again, like I say, when you've got the VR on and all that's happening, I forget I'm in the room, yeah? Forget the world. Forget it, armoured car driver, and I'm driving. So that's the reason why I come back to RaceRoom. Started to buy cars and tracks that I enjoy in the other sims I own, which is like Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa Competizione, and Automobilista 2. So another thing is there's a lot of tracks in here that are in the other sims, yeah? And there's a few cars that are in the other sims, so that's a bonus for a 20-year-old sim. Now, what it don't have is where all the others can put, like, markers on to see how your tyres and wearing down and all your times and stuff like that. I think it shows you track times. I turn them off. But it has no weather cycle. So you could go to them day to night and there's no rain. It's always sunny. I don't think it can be modded like Assetto Corsa can. So for me, it makes no difference. I try bad as it is in the dry as I do in the wet. Yep, because I'm not having as much time to do what I do. So for me, them are the reasons why I like coming over to RaceRoom. I don't put it out that much. I think in my RaceRoom folder there are that many races. Because it's a totally different feel sim to Project Cars 2, Automobilista 2. It's a little on par, force feedback, with Assetto Corsa Competizione, because they had a little update and it seems to mimic them. I can feel the car, if that makes sense. It feels like the heaviness. I don't feel though in Automobilista. The force feedbacks are good, but it ain't like as good as this. But that's my opinion. Anyway, let's waffle. Let's now get this 10 minutes qualifier. And I need to just set Trackir up. That's it. Look up, look down. There's me all the way around. Now, I don't have it all 360 because you don't need it. So 90 degrees that way, 90 that way. Good enough for racing. Right, so we start with engine. Me vibrations under my backside am I going. We have my pit warning. Which again. Now, I watched a video where the guy was on about it. About not driving with mass force feedback on your wheel. As he's right, after a few hours your arms begin to hurt. You know. Now I don't race for like hours like some people do. I think the longest I've ever done is 40 minutes. Not because I got bored, but I'm thinking I'm doing terrible and people are going to watch 40 minutes. So I try and keep my races 20, 10 minutes, you know, so them enjoyable. And, you know, but if I get better, I will start doing these hours. Especially on the Assetto Corsa Competizione, because that's going to come probably next week. And with that, you can do them long stints, 24 hours. Again, I ain't going to sit here doing a 24-hour, but you never know. I'd like to do one. Another good thing with this has got a fantastic online race ranking system where once you've got your rankings up, you can join some really good races. You got some others where to build your rankings up, but even in them I get beat. So now the AI is a bit scratchy. I mean, he crashed into me just to get past me there. Again, there's no need. We all want to get past each other, but, you know, I've noticed that they have the ability to go round me. They'd rather try to go through me on the grass, not me. You know. But here's me trying to learn. Trying to do a clean race. That is, you know, he's going to dive bomb. Yep, he's just hit me. The setting for aggression, I've turned it as low as possible, and I still get aggression. But you know, I suppose you've got to learn how to still race and have other drivers play bumper cars with you. Now the only thing I could do while we're on like this is turn up the car volume. The sounds in these cars are pretty impressive. But if I turn it up now, my mic on my headphones picks it up. Might be picking it up as well slightly now. So it gives that like double effect. So I've turned my volume down. I hope I ain't shouting, because I can still hear the car. I apologise in advance. I've still got 5 minutes, or just over 5 minutes. See if we can get up the grid. I wonder where he was going then. That's the pits. That's where we don't want to go. It looks like you can build a bit of speed up here, but when you get round here, you can brake in again. So that is a very, I wouldn't say a good turn. And I've gone to 22nd. I was 14th just. Oh well. Something I right. See if we can get that right. I've gone to 26 now. Not good. No one must be coming out on the grid to do their lap. Now what they say is slow in, fast out. Sometimes they'll work with me. Go as fast as anything, but again it's like learning where your braking zones are, and this track ain't familiar. So I am using it as an excuse. It's genuine. You know, stuff like Donington and other, you know, the English circuits. You can do them either eyes shut how many times you've done them in different sims, but when you don't know a circuit at all, he's so close to me I can feel him. You know. Anything I wish I could get rid of now is this squeaking sound when I'm turning, or as before, I would never have to do anything with my wheel changes. I could just leave the wheel on 900 and that'd be it. What you did that for? What you gained by wiping me off the circuit? Nothing. So my lap count's been penalised for him clattering me off the circuit, yeah? Probably I ain't gonna get that position back. Now I've got to slow down for them, but I ain't got to, and the reason why is I have read about the flag system. When that comes up telling I've got to slow down, you ain't obliged to, you haven't got to. As long as I keep going, there is nothing they can do. And I ain't slowing him down because he ain't ready to overtake me. He might be in a minute. And there's the opportunity to overtake me there. Looks like I'm going to be at the back of the grid at last, unless I can do something in the next 1 minute and 15 seconds. I doubt it, but you never know. The wheels locked up then. Still. Ah, come on. I don't know what I catch there, but they have it. I'll stick with being 36th on the grid. Could have nothing. I had a right nightmare in qualifying, but again. Now you can hear all the rubbish coming off my tyres. Being on the grass. It's one thing I've never actually put on here, a visual grid on, tell me how much tread I got on my tyres. Again, I would have to look. They do tell you where or what. I think it's using SimHub. I think it's cool. I've got it. It's just a little overlay that goes over the top. Anyway, qualifying's over. Just got to go over the finishing line. We did 5 laps in just over 10 minutes, yeah. Now you can pick laps, time or laps. I'd rather do time, yeah. So here we am, ready to race. I'm 36th on the grid. I'm the only McLaren in the race, so I see where we can get on. Straighten everything up. Wait for them lights to go green and we're off. Should be interesting. I don't know how I clattered then, but right. Okay. That do it to me. Now let's see if I can have a nice clean race without any of these being nasty and taking me out like that one did in practicing. Second time I left the track is when I must have gone over a rumble strip and it spun me. Or I accelerated away a little bit too much. him behind me. It seems on this track that you just start to accelerate and then you've got to bang your foot back on the anchors as you're braking for a turn, which again for me is good. There's nothing worse than playing a sim and going straight from the back to the front. You know, we've all done it. I mean, I've got this at 90, or was it 92? Somewhere around that. And I'm moving it up slightly in one increments to get the right balance of. Oh, got a yellow flag. Where I need to be when it comes to settings. And all sims are different. I mean, some of the other sims I could go over 80. Others I can go over, like this one, I can go to 90. I have played Project Course for some time, so I can't remember the settings. They'd probably be roughly the same as Automobilista 2. Now he's going to crash me. No need for that. He'd get through gaps where I wouldn't. But I'll get the place back, don't worry about that. Like that. Keep popping them off one at a time. Trying to block me. Just gone down the outside of them. Now this is where I could have done with the spotter. I wish I'd have turned it on, but again, I didn't realise that this track was going to be like this. Like I say, not being having drove it before. Look at him just dive bomb, and that one. Got one to the left of me, one to the right of me. And the aggression shot's supposed to be at the lowest of my life. Anyway, we're my way again. I think these racing games, it takes a couple of laps for the cars to sort themselves out. Now, I ain't sure whether these have got how they do it. Oh, come on, they'll just stop instantly. Especially in Automobilista 2, the cars conform to their track and whatever, if you put them over 80%. So again, this might be not have that feature being a 20-year-old simulator. But I don't know. It's still good. I enjoy it, really enjoy it. Well, I wouldn't have bought all the content if I didn't enjoy it. Ooh. Right, come on. Anyway, dive bomb in that corner this time. So I'm going to cover it. Right at the side of me there, starting him to clip me. Try and get him a bit of room. Same as him. Right, I'm gone. The mystery. Right, foot down. Let's see how many more places we can take in the next 3 minutes. This has been something else, this plus 10. I'll be crashing into me now and see her coming up the back of me. Some might say the F word. I apologise in advance if I do happen to swear. As this ain't a channel for kids anyway. So if you look any kids I'm watching and you do say a swear word, they come from me, honest. Well, it is unless they hit me. Right, we clear that side, we clear that side. And away we go. Trying to stay with the pack. But also trying to take a cheeky place if I can. Nudge it round. Ah, come on. Up to 17th. See, get penalised in this game where there was so much in the others, I don't think. Come on. Can I nick another spot? Another place rather. Yep. I'll take that all day long. These two, this BMW and this Audi's battling in front of me. Them two look like they got a battle on them. Let me get past you and you can carry on with your battle. Try and take them here now. If I can, I'm going to slow down so I don't become entangled with these two. One's just clattered me. I want to make more distance and get away from him now. He's just at the spot. Proper little 10-minute race this, you know. Oh no, just banged me then. Just felt me going to the right, sorry, the left of me side. Banged me on the right, just felt the car starting to go and just quickly brought it back. How nice of him, with 27 seconds on the clock. Not a nice man. You had dive bombing that side, covering it. Can I take one of these cars in front? Here's my opportunity, and I take it. Again, I don't want to lose. Or have that car spin me out in the last seconds. And that's it. I'm going to finish 14th out of 35. That is good for me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, every Sunday, Blitz Photography. Yeah, that's another channel of mine, but Blitz PC Gaming, Sundays, Racing Day. Till next week, as we always say here in the Black Country, ta-ra a bit!